What's going on, guys? Just working on the Ranger today, and I'm putting new gauge cluster lights in it. Right now it just has green. You won't be able to see it because I don't have the key in, but I'll have a picture of it. And I'm just putting in white 194 LEDs. I got 20 of them for $7 on Amazon. So, and right now taking off the bottom of the dash. So there's just 4 7mm bolts. One right here. One right here, 2 under the hood release, and then just 1 more tucked up under here, and then this will pop off. I have 1 more to go. So yeah. Alright, got the 4 7mm bolts out, and then these just have plastic tabs that pop in to the top, so you just pull. And then next, take off this metal shield. I believe they're 8 mils. And then there's 5 on 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we'll be able to start taking more shit apart. Alright, so I just got the metal shield off. There it is. And then while we're at it, you see how like the truck is in park, but the indicator for the does not say that it's not fully on the P. So if you ever want to adjust it, come down up here and you're gonna find this little thing right here that like screws. And then you're just gonna turn it and you're just gonna watch the indicator. So now I'm just gonna spin it. The indicator's slowly gonna move over. And then I want it right there because that looks perfect. And yeah, that's how you do it. That's an easy fix to adjust your indicator because that's really common on Fords for it to go off. You just get your fingers on this and you just spin it. You can watch which way it moves. Alright, and then the next thing to do is grab a 7mm. Remove this bolt right there. And then this bolt right here. And then once you get those 2 out, right up there, and 1 more right here, there's gonna be 3 on top of the cluster. Right there, and there, and those are all gonna be 7mm also. And then you're also just gonna pull off the head unit. I forgot to do that, but it's just 2 7mm bolts, 1 right there, and then this thing, just grab the corner or the bottom, and then just slide your fingers up, and it pops right off. And then once you get your head unit out, you're just gonna start grabbing right here on this bottom piece and just start pulling, because it's all just plastic tabs. And when you pull it off, be careful, because there's gonna be wires for your headlights and your dome light. So remember to unplug those, and then you'll probably have to drop your shifter all the way down to first gear to get this out. And once you put it and drop it down in first gear and pull off the dash, have these 2 wires, like I said, just pull them off. If you have trouble, you can get a screwdriver and pull and pop that plastic tab off. Just like push it off, and then the wires will come out. Next we'll be finally getting the cluster out after all that shit. There's gonna be 4 screws, 1 right there, 1 right there, and then 2 more on the other side, and I believe they're 7mm. I haven't checked yet. So yeah, that's the next step. Then once you remove those 4 screws, you're going to tilt the top of the cluster back, and then you're going to get out your shift indicator, and there's going to be 2 black tabs. They're really thin. Just 1 right there. There's going to be 1 on this other side, and you use 2 flathead screwdrivers, and you got to push them together and pull this thing out. It's a pain in the ass. I just spent like 10 minutes getting it, so just take your time and you'll get it, and be careful of the wire, don't break it. And once you get that shift indicator out, you're going to pull the cluster out, and then from the bottom up, and you're going to have to put the shifter down in first gear again, and then you're going to come back here and unplug the 3 wires. 3 plug-ins going to the back of the cluster. And once you get the cluster unplugged, I have it here, and there's just going to be 6 bulbs, all these black knobs, and they just twist off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then these just twist off. And once you twist all these to the left, just pull them out, and then you just replace it with your LED. These are gonna be in there pretty tight and kind of hurt your hands. So if you want to get some gloves or something so it doesn't hurt as bad. So now you just insert your LEDs and then put them back in. And then once you get all of your LEDs in these sockets, just gonna put them back in. And then you're just going to go plug back in the cluster to the truck, and then just turn your key 1 notch forward and turn on your headlights. And then, because LEDs, they're not like normal halogen bulbs. Halogen bulbs, you can put them in either way, and they'll work. LEDs, they only go in like one way, I guess you could say. So if like some of them don't kick on, that means you just got to take them out and flip the bulb around, and that's it. So we're going to go do that now. So it looks like I put almost all these in backwards. Only one of them is showing green, so now I gotta unplug them all and go switch them around. Alright, so I switched all the LEDs back around and plugged in the cluster. And here we go. So you can see, quite a bit brighter. And that's where the shift indicator will go. But if you're wondering why it's still green and I put white LEDs in there, all the Ranger clusters have a green film on them, and that's why they just basically always look green, I guess you could say. So this one just made the cluster brighter. It didn't like change colors or anything. You can change the colors, but I didn't want to. I just wanted to put white in there, just make it brighter in general. And it was a cheap mod, so yep. So now we'll just put everything back together. Alright, as you guys can see, got the LEDs in. There's a nighttime shot. They're definitely a lot brighter than the stock halogen bulbs. And these are right here for the AEC controls. Those are still just halogen bulbs. I'm going to do those soon. It's just really simple. It's the same thing. Just pop in the 194s. But yeah, cheap, easy mod you guys can do. And like I said earlier, I put in white LEDs, but the reason why they're green, that it looks green, is because there's a green tint that appears on the there's a green film on the back of the gauge cluster. If you don't want that green, you can just rub it off with lacquer thinner. So yeah, previous owner put in green LEDs in the floors. So yeah, that's it. Subscribe for more videos. See you guys later.